What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are showcasing the Sun team of all Sun teams. We got ourselves a Chlorophyll Choice Specs Venusaur Sun team for ranked Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Sun teams in Regulation I, we actually already showcased Charizard on the channel, so if you guys haven't checked out that video, get on top of that. I have it on my channel. Just click on the channel, figure it out, find it. It's not too long ago, but today we're specifically showcasing Venusaur in the sunlight. Now, Venusaur has Chlorophyll as its ability to double its speed in that sunlight. On top of that, it's rocking the Choice Specs as item to maximize its damage. It's got a great move pool of Giga Drain for HP recovery, Sludge Bomb for stab, Solar Beam for big time damage, and last but not least, Weather Ball, which works really well in the sunlight today. Speaking of sunlight, both our restricted Pokemon are Sunsetters, Koraidon and Groudon. Koraidon over here has a variety of moves with Flare Blade, Strand Claw, Collision Course, and Iron Head. On the other hand, Groudon over here with the Wide Lens has Stone Edge, Precipice Blades, Zen Headbutt, and Protect. So with that Wide Lens, we shouldn't be missing Precipice Blades. We'll probably still miss Precipice Blades. Like I already mentioned, Charizard's on today's team can do a ridiculous amount of damage when it's in the sunlight due to its solar power ability. Then our final two Pokemon, Fluttermane and Raging Bolt, two great special attackers that really thrive out in the sun due to their photosynthesis ability. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Remember the code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Choice Specs Venusaur in ranked Regulation I. Let's get after it, ladies and gentlemen. First match on its way, and the only weather that they have is sunlight, so I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to get after it. They got Groudon, Eternatus, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, and Fluttermane, just like us. Two nice little Paradox Pokemon. But from here, we definitely want to lead a Sunsetter. And I don't know if I want to go into Groudon, or if I want to go into Koraidon. I mean, Groudon's not bad here. Same thing with, like, Venusaur wouldn't be too bad. But I'm kind of annoyed that we don't have, like, the clear Amulet here. We do have this, the Y-Lens. But Incineroar's kind of scaring me, but I'm not sure if they're even going to lead it. But you know what? I'm going to go Groudon here. I am going to end up going Venusaur. I think it's a great option here. Because a lot of the times they're just going to think we have Sleep Powder when we really don't. But I'm down to go into both of them. I'm down to bring my Koraidon. And last but not least, I got to bring in my Fluttermane, right? Got to bring in my Fluts. Fluttermane with that Focus Sash, always good. Always powerful Pokemon, especially in the sunlight. But today is actually Memorial Day. So if you guys are in the United States, just want to say Happy Memorial Day. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day off. If not, hopefully you guys are just like, you know, hanging out with me. Seems fun, right? So if you don't enjoy Memorial Day weekend or not celebrate it, hopefully you guys are just having a great day all around. But just want to wish you guys a happy Memorial Day, considering everybody just loves the extra day off, right? Especially me. Especially me. I love a good old day off, right? Just hanging out, chilling, playing some Pokemon, kicking some butt. But honestly, we've been killing it in the Regulation I ladder. I think the past couple of videos we went 3-0, so we're bound to verse some good opponents. Considering I'm like top 1500 at this point, we've been getting after it. But Intimidate's going to fly, something I do not like. Blades, on the other hand, actually works really well. I might end up just hard swapping here. Actually, I might just end up sending Blades. That's exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go Blades, and I'm just going to actually just Sludge Bomb down this, what's it called? This Incineroar. I wonder who they're going to fake out, because they probably think that they're going to get put to sleep, right? Like, whenever I see Venusaur in the sunlight, I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. But this one's a bit different. I know my Groudon's intimidated, but still, Blades can do some nice damage. He's going to end up choosing to fake out the Venusaur. Fair game. He thinks I'm going to sleep. And you got Flamethrower. Of course you got Flamethrower. Bye-bye, Venusaur. So I lose my Venusaur turn 1. But that's not too bad here. That's not too bad considering Groudon is ripping the Blades with the wide lens. Ready to roll here. And we're setting it. How much damage are we doing? Pretty solid. That's pretty solid, even though we're intimidated. Now from here, I could just go into Koraidon. I could also go into Fluttermane here. What is my play here? He has Life Orb with the Koraidon. Probably has a Poison move, Flamethrower, and a Dragon move. I'm going to just end up going into my Koraidon here. Koraidon chilling on the field. I wouldn't be surprised to see them either swap or terrestrialize Incineroar. That is definitely an option here. But the question is, who would they potentially swap into? Maybe Rillaboom at this point? I could just go Collision Course into that slot, but at the same time, they could just terrestrialize. So I'm going to stick with Blades here. On top of that, thinking we just go Dragon Claw here. Exactly what I'm going to do here. That is exactly what I'm going to do here. They could potentially swap into like Flutter Mane, but I don't know. I don't think they would. They're going, maybe Rillaboom would be the play if they have it. They might want to swap their Incineroar. And there's the Terra type. So it looks like they're going to Terrasilize Incineroar. Or maybe it's Eternatus. You never know. Let's see. It's going to be that Incineroar. Good call on my end. Just go into a nice little Dragon type instead of Collision Course. Should be enough damage, right? I hope so. Combination of both these moves should be enough. He ends up just protecting Eternatus. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Dragon Claw. Boom. Big time damage. Blades. Oh, you got Rocky Helmet. You little booger. You little booger. Rockin' Rocky Helmet. So lost my Venusaur earlier here, but nice plays from us to actually bounce back here and put us back in the match, wasting their Terra type, getting rid of Incineroar. So Groudon's still sitting here, -1 on attack, but it's not in a terrible position. It's still hitting hard with Blades, right? It's still hitting hard. I still got Flutter Mane, which is a beautiful option for us. I could hard swap Groudon potentially here, depending on who they go into, because Blades could most likely finish off this Eternatus, and we might have to Terrasilize our Koraidon. Let's see. Flutter Mane, yeah. Let's Terrasilize. Let's Terrasilize. So we're going to go for Blades here. We're going to Terrasilize our Koraidon. And we're just going to go for a Flutter Blitz, or do I just go Iron Head here? Probably just Iron Head. Nope. Yeah, let's just go Iron Head, because I really don't want to take recoil damage. Wait, is my Terra type Poison? That is kind of odd. It kind of works. But it kind of works. So Poison Terra type going to launch here for us. We're just going to go for an Iron Head into the Flutter Mane slot. There is a hot chance that they do just protect. But I like where we're sitting here, because I don't think you can one-tap any of my Pokemon. You would have to double down into my Groudon, which would probably be the play. Yeah, doubling down the Groudon would be the play, but then I get to bring out my speedy, fast Flutter Mane. Ready to roll here as well. But without that Terra type, that works wonders. If I was them, I would have probably just sacrificed my Incineroar. Incineroar is not that important, unless I would have just like swapped it and saved it and Intimidate for later, but Incineroar kind of did its job already. You should just let it die out instead of wasting Terra, because now their Terra would have been really, really clutch here. But instead, we're just ripping up with our boy. So he ends up just protecting Flutter Mane. Not a bad call considering Groudon needs to KO this thing. And he's just going to go for Dynamax Cannon, which we should soak this. We should soak this. Yeah, we do. Cool. So big time soak for us. He's going to lose a little bit of HP. That was actually a pretty good protect here. And I'm able to send this beautiful Blades here. And I'm hoping it's just going to KO this Eternatus with the Wildlands, baby. Bye-bye, Eternatus. Yeah, all day. Okay, so Eternatus is gone. I'm just going to keep spamming Blades, right? With this Wildlands. It just gets the job done. And they throw out their final Pokemon, which is none other than Groudon. So Groudon out and about. We're going to go for Blades here again, just because it's double connecting. And I do have Assault Vest, so I'm thinking maybe we could potentially soak up this Flutter Mane shot. Flutter Mane could be Focus Sash, so I want to double down into it. So Flutter Mane's the only Pokemon that can outspeed us. I think even with like an Icy Wind play, we can still outspeed. But I just don't think Flutter Mane can KO us. We're Assault Vested, we're Poison typing, which means Moonblast's not doing that much damage. Could go into Shadow Ball, which I just don't think it's KOing, especially without like a Photosynthesis special attack boost. It's in speed right now, so I think we're good. AV, help us out here. AV, help us out. Let's go. Big time Assault Vest. Iron Head flies. You are Focus Sash. Great call on my end. Beautiful call on my end. And does my Groudon outspeed? It doesn't, but it should soak up this Blades. He's full HP. Beautiful. Cool. Dope. Awesome. Losing Venusaur turn 1 to Flamethrower, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't that big of a deal. You can get rid of them. I'm ripping Blades. I'm ripping Blades with the Wildlands. And they're probably sitting here like, and there it is. That might have just lost me the game. That lose me the game? That lost me the game. That might lose me the game. I mean, I got Flutter Mane, but I was just about to say before that miss, I was just like, they're probably thinking, why can't he miss up Blades? And I just missed the Blades. All right, is my Flutter Mane faster? I sure hope so. Oh my lord, we're gonna lose this game because I missed the Blades with the Wildlands. I had the Wildlands today in hopes that I wouldn't miss a Blade, And I missed the blades. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. We're just going to go for another blades here. And Flutter Mane might just protect. At this point, I'm just going to rip a Moonblast into this Groudon slot. And it does protect. Good call, mine. Great call, mine. Oh my. I could punch this game. Hate this game. Hate it. So Moonblast launches, does great damage. Blades is flying. This game should be over. This game should be over. We're going to lose this. I think we're going to lose this. It's going to be real close. It literally comes down to a speed tie here. I'm not even kidding with you. It comes down to a speed tie. Never mind. We're just going to lose this game straight up. We lose this game. Do we lose this game automatically? I'm trying to think. Can I KO his Groudon with... It comes down to... My Groudon is faster than their Groudon. Somehow. I mean... Does he have no EVs? Am I using a Groudon today with no EVs? Who's absolutely ripping still? Actually, was I not outspeeding? I wish I just had Dazzling Gleam, man. I wish I had Dazzling Gleam. I have no EVs in this Groudon. Looks like we might not be using it for the rest of the day today. Do I still win this, or do I lose this? I win this. Cool. Yeah, see, I'm still outspeeding this Groudon. Okay, so no EVs in our Groudon, and we're still winning. That's crazy. I got this rental code off of a fan sent this in. But GG's to our opponent. We still win this one. Match number 2 time coming at you guys. Can we grab ourselves back-to-back wins? We lost Venusaur very early there, and we learned that Groudon does not have any EVs. What is going on with that? Check it out. I was sitting there mid-battle. I was just like, let me check this thing's speed. And then I realized it had no speed EVs, or no EVs at all. Every other Pokemon should have EVs. I guess it was just like a team building mistake. I got this team from a fan, so I guess they just forgot to EV up this Groudon. Yeah, everybody else is EV'd. Alright. Actually, let me check Char. Char, you're EV'd? Yeah, no, everybody else is fine. Everybody else is having a grand old time. But going up against Koraidon and Lunala with Koalva. Alright, Eviolite Koalva. I don't really know what it does, but we'll deal with it when the time comes. Setting the sun's pretty free for us, so I'm just going to go Koraidon and Venusaur here early on. It just seems like a good play for us. Chi-Yu Flutter Mane is looking rather... looking rather tough. But however, do have Rock Terra. It's not bad. I'm going to end up going into both of these guys. Venusaur, what's your speed at? You're not going to outspeed... That's the thing. You're not going to outspeed Flutter Mane and Chi-Yu. That's a problem. But I'm going to do both of them. Actually, I'm going to bring Venusaur in late game. I'm going to rather go into Charizard here with Venusaur. And last but not least, Flutz. And we're going to lock this in. So Charizard's going to end up being the lead for us. A lot of Sun on the field in this matchup. They got Koraidon, I got Koraidon. Sun's going to be plays of the game. Venusaur with the choice specs in for late game. I'm really liking that. I'm really liking that, especially with Chlorophyll. If I get it out there a couple turns up in sunlight, doubling its speed. They end up going Lunala. I really should have led the Venusaur. But I don't mind this Charizard. So Charizard's on the field. Lunala, potentially a fairy Pokemon. Or fairy type move. Meteor Beam potentially on Lunala. What should I do here? I'm going to Dragon Claw to get rid of Shadow Shield. Actually, I might double down into this Chi-Yu shot. Just go Dragon Claw this way, and then Heat Wave across the board. I know Heat Wave's not very effective, but still, getting rid of Shadow Shield and dealing damage into that Chi-Yu at the same time could be pretty good. Charizard, what's your speed? You outspeed this Lunala? I hope so. I think so. You should. Alright. We're going straight into Heat Wave. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we'll see a Terra type launch here. Most likely in the Chi-Yu going into Ghost, I would think. It's fine by me. That's why I went for Dragon Claw. No, straight fire. So he's looking for some damage. Ooh, he's looking for damage, baby. He's looking for damage. And maybe to get rid of his collision course weakness. And I'm outspeeding here. So Heat Wave chipping up. Dragon Claw launching. Does this KO? It does. So we get rid of Terra and Chi-Yu right off the rip. I like that. We might see a Meteor Beam pop out here from Lunala and just dump on my Charizard. If that's the case. Be my guess. Yeah, there it is. Bye-bye, Charizard. I'll take that trade all day. The Chi-Yu, we get rid of him. We get rid of Terra. I can now bring out Venusaur, right? That's got to be in the Charizard, right? You would think, yeah, Charizard's dead. 4 times weak to that. This thing gets touched by a rock, it's dead. Any rock move, rock slide, stone, you name it, this thing's gone. I remember in the Sword and Shield days, a lot of people with a Dynamax Charizard were rocking the Chardy Berry, so it can actually soak up at least one rock move, because if not, it was dead. It was dead, and Chardy Berry was amazing. But I end up throwing out my Venusaur. They get out Dragonite. The Dragon of Knights. From here, I mean, I could just Dragon Call you. You don't have Terra. What could you go into? You could be Choice Band. You could have Air Slash. I'm going to do that, and honestly, I mean, Solar Beam's got to be the play here, right? I'm hoping we could just KO. Do I go Rock Terra, maybe? No, I think I could just outspeed and just KO Lunala. So Solar Beam, E-Speed's going to fly. I was going to go Rock Terra just for that. But, I mean, yeah, we're just outspeeding Lunala after this. So I'm absorbing the sunlight, Choice Specking. Is this enough? Come on, Venusaur. KO this Lunala. Ah! No! No! Dragon Claw launches. Oh, man. Are you going for Gleam Gleam? No, you're going for Moongeist Beam. Alright, so you double down. That's fine by me. That's fine. So Venusaur getting off a ton of damage. We'll take that all day. We'll take that all day. That's plenty because now I can just bring out my lovely little Ghost-type Pokemon with my Fluttermane. So Fluttermane out here, outspeeding everything. Same thing with Koraidon, we're outspeeding everything. And I think I just go Dragon Claw Moonblast, right? Because your final Pokemon has to be Koraidon. So if you're going to swap with the Koraidon, we're going to send super effective shots both ways here. So I'm going to go there, I'm going to go Moonblast. They don't have Terra anymore, so yeah, we're sitting in a really good position. He ends up Wide Guard. I'm not gleaming. I'm not gleaming. You thought I was gleaming? I'm not gleaming. Not gleaming here. Koraidon soaking that E-Speed up all day. Moonblast flying. Finishing off Lunala because Venusaur puts it on 1 HP. And I'm able to Dragon Claw here and pretty much put us in a position to go 2-0 for today's video. Yo, dude, I gotta go back and check. How many matches have I won in a row on recording? Because I went 3-0, I think, multiple videos in a row now. We've been killing it. We've been absolutely killing it. And I kind of want to check it out. I honestly might count in between this match. But I know we went 3-0 yesterday's video. And I think the past 3, maybe 4 videos. I don't know. I got to check it out. I definitely got to check it out. If I don't check it out, somebody count for me. Somebody let me know in the comments. But we're going Dragon Claw here. We're going Moonblast. They just canceled match. We're sitting 2-0. We got ourselves a true test in match number 3, Miraidon and Lunala squad. This team I actually showcase on the channel, or some form of it I showcase. This team's going around everywhere. It is arguably the best team for ranked regulation I. So I'm ready to get after it. I'm ready to test Venusaur's power here. They don't got weather control. That's really good news for us, but they do have screens, and we hate screens. We hate screens. They also have Incineroar, which I do not like. I definitely don't like that. I'm going to lead Koraidon. I am going to lead Venusaur, however. I am going to end up bringing Raging Bolt and Fluttermane. Just 2 great options here. They could potentially pop Trick Room here early on. They could really get after me that way. But I think they're just going to lead Grimmsnarl. Hopefully not Incineroar, because I do not have Clear Amulet. I really wish I had Clear Amulet, but I don't have the Clear Amulet. So I think we're going to see Grimmsnarl, maybe Miraidon here early on. I do like Venusaur, and I kind of wish we had Sleep Powder, because a lot of people play off of that. But they end up going Miraidon and Lunala here. So they could end up popping Trick Room. They could Volt Switch Pivot. I believe this Miraidon has Snarl, Gleam, Volt Switch, and Electro Drift. I believe it does, right? I'm almost positive it does. He is going to grab a defense boost from Lunala here. However, I'm going to Terrasilize, I believe, Koraidon into that poison typing. Yeah. Now I'm just going to attack. I'm going to double into that slot. I'm going to do that. I'm going to Terra. I believe your Terra type is electric. So I'm just going to go Dragon Claw here. Might see a Volt Switch Pivot, but I'm just attacking. So the defense boost out for Lunala. I have Raging Bolt and Fluttermane in the back end who could deal with that. We Terrasilize Koraidon early here. He probably thinks I have Sleep Powder. Let's be honest here. I'm able to Sludge Bomb attack here, pick up some nice damage, and I get a Poison on this puppy. Who's probably Volt Switch pivoting. No, he's gonna rip a Draco Meteor. Do I soak this? I do. Cool. Awesome. Do. So I'll get rid of Miraidon. They'll probably get rid of my Koraidon. Hopefully Koraidon can survive another turn. That'd be really nice. I'm able to get rid of you, and then... What are you doing here, Lunala? Moongeist Beaming. Okay. Into my Venusaur slot. Who will soak this all day, baby? I'm able to soak this. That's huge for us. I keep Koraidon for another turn. They'll bring out Incineroar. They'll have Fake Out ready to roll. What's my play here? I could Hard Swap Koraidon. Save him for later. He would be rather clutch later. I'm choosing a Sludge Bomb. I think I'm just getting rid of Shadow Shield here, huh? Maybe, probably. Should I? Yeah, let's get rid of Shadow Shield. I'm thinking of just swapping into Raging Bolt. Save my Koraidon for later. So we'll save Koraidon. Hopefully Fake Out does fly into that slot. But it could fly into the Venusaur slot. I'm really hoping it's going into Raging Bolt. You know, my Photosynthesis boost. We love that. Special attack. Boost it. We're going to see a Terror type here. From Lunala? There's no way. It's Incineroar. So is Incineroar not faking out? It's going straight Ghost. Unless he's just faking out my Venusaur slot. Let's see what he's doing here. So he's just letting us attack here. I get rid of Shadow Shield. Give me Poison here. Yes! Poisons all day from my Venusaur. Love it. So I get a Poison here. He's going to Parting Shot dip out from Venusaur. Wow, you could have just KO'd Venusaur. Why would you Parting Shot into Venusaur when you could just KO Venusaur? Maybe you thought I was swapping Venusaur? I'm not too sure. But you could have just KO'd Venusaur. So there's that. And he's popping Trigger. Okay, now that makes more sense. Now that makes a bit more sense. Why you did that. So Trick Room's here. Now we're sitting in a bit of a tougher position here. He's gonna Guts Trigger. Poison's gonna chunk up. Yeah, now I think we lose this match. That's why it seems so good. Because, I mean, you could just Headlong Rush and just absolutely annihilate me. I'll be dead in 0.5. We're gonna hope that we could just Solar Beam here. Let's be honest here. I mean, my bad. We're choosing a Sludge Bomb. I guess we'll just keep Sludge Bombing. Dealing some damage. And I guess I'll just Protect here. I guess I'll just Protect. I'll Thunderclap next turn, but... bad news for us, man. The bear is just a problem. He ends up going for a Facade. We already used Terror. I mean, I guess he just doesn't want to lower his defense. Moongeist Beam going to finish off Venusaur. Okay. Honestly, he might be able to soak a Facade. He might be able to soak a Facade. I hope he goes for Facade again. I'm able to do that. I have Focus Sash on my Fluttermane. Thunderclap could deal some nice damage. I do have Protect on you. I have Focus Sash here as well. Because what I think he's potentially doing might just be like Facade and Moongeist Beam. I am, however, going to attack this turn. And I am going to go for Moonblast in this slot. And I am just going to go for Thunderclap. Let's see what he does, dude, because I'm terrified. I have Focus Sash, and I think one of them has to attack my Raging Bolt. I could Protect and waste out a turn another one, but Thunderclap's going to bring him down to 1. Of course, it brings him down to 1 HP. And EQ's going to fly here. So EQ's just going to finish off Lunala. I'm going to Focus Sash up here. I'm going to be able to Moonblast. EQ, really? EQ. Moonblast. Give me a crit here. Give me a crit here. No. Burn shipping up, and yeah. It's just not look good. Unless, how many turns are left in Trick Room? That's the real question at hand. I don't have Protect on my Koraidon. I really wish we did. And I think there's 2 turns left in Trick Room, so probably just protect. We're trying to double protect, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough on 1 HP. It's not going to be enough. That Trick Room call was a great call on their end. Orichalcum Pulse is going to launch here. And yeah, 2 turns left in Trick Room. We got to protect you. And we got to hope that maybe you can just attack and KO something. Because my Fluttermane can finish off both these Pokemon. But not against 2-on-1. There's the Facade. That's going to be game, set, match. I don't have Dazzling Gleam. I'm going to have to go for double protect and hope that maybe they do a misplay. I don't know. Flare Blitz launching. Oh, no. Block that. We got to go for another protect here. Any possible way of doing this? We're going to need them to mess up, and we're going to have to land this double protect, right? Only shot we have. Only chance we have. Electricity's gone. Protect my boy here again. Fingers crossed that we land it. We're working on step 2 here, but this could be the end of the win streak. We do land a protect, so we're here. Headlong Rush and Flare Blitz is definitely dropping. I gotta hope that they do something stupid, right? And if anyone's gonna do something stupid, it's most likely Incineroar. Would it be Incineroar? Or would it be Ursaluna to protect? I'm gonna say Ursaluna, because I mean, the thing is, it could be a misclick with Ursaluna. You could click Facade. We're gonna Shadow Ball this slot down. Are we even gonna KO? I don't even know. I'm not even sure. We don't even KO. This thing's just too bulky. We get the special defense drop, but it's gonna be game. Yeah, see, Flare Blitz is flying. Flare Blitz is flying. Probably Headlong Rush here as well. GG's to our opponent. We go 2-1 for today's video with Choice Specs Venusaur. I loved everything about this team. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 for today's video. Add this one with our other winning records in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We've been grabbing a bunch of 3-0 perfect records, but today ends the streak. Somebody's got to let me know in the comment section down below how many 3-0 perfect records we had in a row, because I know it's been a couple, and we've just been killing it in rank regulation I. But Venusaur was amazing, doing some big-time damage in match number 2 with Solar Beam. Match number 1, we just used it as a sandbag. And then match number 3, Sludge Bomb going crazy, poisoning a lot of Pokemon, but it wasn't enough to get us that 3-0 perfect record. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positive every day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.